Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving deep into a really sophisticated AI agent. This thing combines tools, memory, and planning into one super powerful assistant. But, the real goal here isn't just about power. It's about building an AI that's reliable, totally transparent, and fundamentally safe, right from the ground up.
Okay, so let's get right into it. This is the central challenge, right? We all want these incredible AI assistants, but how do we make sure they don't, go off the rails? How do you stop them from making embarrassing mistakes, or worse, racking up huge bills? How do we actually build trust into their DNA? That is the exact problem this Capstone agent was built to solve.
So here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll look at the agent's core design. It's got a really clever way of handling memory. Then, we're going to peel back the curtain and see how it actually thinks in a clear four-step process. After that, we'll get into the really important stuff, the built-in safety nets. And finally, I'll show you how you can actually test it out for yourself.
All right, let's kick things off with our first section. We're going to see what makes this agent so different. And it really all starts with a much smarter way of remembering things. This is absolutely key to making sure it doesn't get confused over long conversations. So the secret sauce is this really clever split memory system. On one side, you have the rolling summary, which is kind of like its short-term memory. It's just the ongoing story of your conversation. But on the other side, you have the durable state. Think of this as its long-term memory, like a vault for cold, hard facts, your preferences, key details, things that should never, ever change. This separation is a huge deal, because older models would just mix everything together, which is where a lot of confusion came from. And this right here is the golden rule. If there's ever a conflict between what was said in the casual conversation and a hard fact stored in its memory, the fact always wins. It's a simple rule, but it's incredibly powerful. It stops the AI from getting sidetracked or misremembering something important. It always defaults to the ground truth. Okay, so now let's get into how this agent actually thinks. The great thing here is that it's not some mysterious black box. Nope, it's a very deliberate, four-phase cycle that's designed to be completely transparent. And maybe most importantly, it's easy to debug when something doesn't go as planned. So it all starts with planning. The agent creates a structured to-do list, a clear plan of action. Then, phase two, it executes that plan. This is where it might use a tool like RAG, which is just a fancy way of saying it can intelligently search through documents to find the exact answer you need. Third, it updates that rolling summary, its short-term memory, with what just happened. And finally, it does something called durable compaction. The best way to think about this is like a student highlighting a textbook. It pulls out the most important new facts from the conversation and files them away in its long-term memory for later. It's a constant learning cycle. Now, this is where it gets really good, because this agent isn't just about what it can do, it's about what it won't do. Its whole design is packed with these safety features to prevent all those common AI problems, which makes it a partner you can actually count on. Right out of the box, you've got all these protections running. It's designed to stop itself from getting stuck in an expensive loop so you don't get a surprise bill. It's tough enough to handle weird inputs like emojis without crashing. It's even smart enough to notice when a source file has changed and updates its knowledge automatically. These aren't just features you can turn on, they are baked right into its core. Let's zoom in on one of the most critical safety features, the global step budget. You can think of this as a built-in circuit breaker. It sets a hard limit on how many actions the agent can take at one time. It's a fantastic financial safety net to make sure a process never runs away and costs you a fortune. But for all these cool automated checks, the most powerful safety feature is, it's you. The entire system is built around the idea that for anything important, a human always has the final say. This is that all-important, are you sure moment. Before it does anything, the agent makes a plan, it shows you exactly what it's about to do, risks and all, and then it just stops and waits. It will not move forward until you give it the green light. If you say no, that's it, it's over. You are always in the driver's seat. Okay, so let's move on. How can you actually be sure that all these sophisticated features are working the way they're supposed to? Because trust, at the end of the day, really comes from being able to verify it for yourself. Well, the source material gives us this fantastic checklist. You can literally just ask these questions. Did it show me a plan before it did something? Did it pull the right info from my documents? Does it remember things even after I restart it? Did it correctly save new facts to its long-term memory? And maybe most importantly, did that budget safety net kick in when it was supposed to? These simple checks let you validate everything. In fact, the absolute best way to really understand and trust these safety nets is to try and break them. Seriously, pushing the system is actually encouraged because it's the fastest way to see just how tough and reliable it really is.
And to help you do that, you're encouraged to try a few simple exercises. Go ahead, change a document, and see if the agent's knowledge updates in real time. Deliberately lower that budget and watch it safely shut down a loop. You can even use the built-in commands to literally watch its memory update as you talk to it. It's a totally hands-on way to prove to yourself that it works. So as you can see, this Capstone agent is so much more than just a tech demo. It's really a blueprint for a whole new class of AI. It proves that we can build incredibly powerful tools that have safety and trust built in from the very beginning. And that leaves us with one final, and I think really exciting question. Now that we have these more reliable AI partners, what bigger, more complex problems should we be aiming to solve next?